Welcome back to 5 Minutes Book Summary, where we dive into the world of books and art, bringing you concise reviews and summaries. Today, we'll be exploring Virginia Woolf's groundbreaking novel, To the Lighthouse. Let's delve into this masterpiece that revolutionized modernist literature. Virginia Woolf is considered one of the foremost modernist writers of the 20th century. Born in 1882 in London, she was a central figure in the Bloomsbury Group, a circle of intellectuals and artists who had a profound influence on British culture. Woolf's works often delve into themes of consciousness, feminism, and the complexities of human relationships. She pioneered stream-of-consciousness writing, capturing the inner thoughts of characters with a fluid, poetic style. Some of her other major works include Mrs. Dalloway and Orlando. Her writing challenged conventional forms, paving the way for a deeper exploration of the human psyche and the structure of the novel itself. To the Lighthouse, first published in 1927, is one of Virginia Woolf's most acclaimed works and a hallmark of modernist literature. The novel is set in the Ramsay family's summer home on the Isle of Skye in Scotland, before and after World War I. It is less concerned with plot and more with the inner lives of its characters. Woolf's writing focuses on the passage of time, memory, and the nature of perception, using a stream of consciousness style that weaves together thoughts and reflections. Written during a period of personal and global upheaval, the book reflects on human fragility and the fleeting nature of life, while also exploring the impact of art and legacy. The novel is divided into 3 parts: The Window, Time Passes, and The Lighthouse. It opens with the Ramsay family spending their summer vacation on the Isle of Skye. The primary focus is on Mrs. Ramsay, a nurturing and protective mother of 8, and her husband, Mr. Ramsay, a stern, philosophical figure who often doubts his own intellectual worth. Their interactions with their children, friends, and guests, including the struggling artist Lily Briscoe and the ambitious academic Charles Tansley, form the emotional core of the first section. A central motif in the novel is the family's postponed trip to a nearby lighthouse. James, their youngest son, longs to visit, but Mr. Ramsay dismisses the plan, saying the weather won't allow it. This disappointment sets the tone for the delicate tensions between the characters, particularly the strained relationship between Mr. Ramsay and his children. Throughout this section, Woolf delves into the inner thoughts of the characters, showing us how they perceive each other, themselves, and the world around them. In Time Passes, the narrative shifts, marking the passage of 10 years. The family home is abandoned, and Woolf meditates on the ravages of time, loss, and war. Mrs. Ramsay dies, as do 2 of her children, Andrew and Prue, and the home falls into disrepair, symbolic of the changes the characters and society undergo. In the final section, The Lighthouse, the surviving members of the Ramsay family return to their summer home. Mr. Ramsay finally decides to take James and his sister Cam to the lighthouse, fulfilling the promise made years earlier. Meanwhile, Lily Briscoe, still grappling with her artistic vision, finds resolution in completing a long, unfinished painting. The novel ends on a note of subtle reconciliation as James receives his father's rare approval and Lily experiences a moment of artistic clarity. To the Lighthouse is not just a novel, it's an experience. Woolf's innovative narrative style and exploration of the inner consciousness are what make this book a must-read for lovers of modern literature. It beautifully captures the complexity of human relationships, between parents and children, between men and women, and between artists and their art. Woolf's deep understanding of psychology is on full display as she takes readers through the intimate thoughts and emotional shifts of her characters, often within the space of a single sentence. For those who enjoy contemplative, character-driven stories, To the Lighthouse offers profound insights into the nature of time, memory, and identity. It's a novel that rewards close reading, revealing new layers and interpretations with every revisit. Whether you're interested in feminist literature, modernist experimentation, or simply a novel that digs deep into the human condition, this is a book that will stay with you long after you've turned the final page. To the Lighthouse is hailed as one of Virginia Woolf's finest achievements, with its stream of consciousness techniques standing out as both a strength and a challenge. Woolf masterfully breaks free from traditional plot structures, focusing instead on the subjective experiences of her characters. This allows readers to connect deeply with the characters' inner worlds, but it can also make the novel difficult to follow for those accustomed to more linear storytelling. One of the most remarkable aspects of the novel is its treatment of time. In the middle section, Woolf conveys the passage of years in a few pages, emphasizing the insignificance of human concerns in the face of time's relentless forward march. This is a bold narrative choice, and while some may find this section emotionally distant, others appreciate its stark beauty. However, the novel's slow pacing and abstract narrative might alienate readers looking for action or traditional plot development. Some critics have also pointed out that the male characters, particularly Mr. Ramsay, dominate the novel's emotional landscape, sometimes overshadowing Woolf's more subtle explorations of female subjectivity. In conclusion, To the Lighthouse is a challenging but deeply rewarding read, offering an immersive exploration of consciousness, art, and the inexorable passage of time.